were introduced to the sugya of the Makis, 7 Makis and 3 in Parashas Boy, but the Roiv of the Makis in Parashas Va'era. And the Makis, Moshe Rabbeinu warns him for 3 weeks. Makis for a week. If we explain the Makis, we find very interesting in Yonah and the Makis. Chutz, we know the Chazal, the Midrashim, everybody knows from the Pesach Seder. We sit around talking about all the Midrashim, which is talking the right thing to do Seder night. So it's boinein in the Makis. Agavurched, Mahalach in the Seder night. It's a mitzvah of Sipur. People get something out with big notebooks, every word that was said since the time of Rav Hai going, every single vertach in the thing, with gematrias and different things. It's very, very geschmack. As we show, we have gematrias in our God itself. But the Maisa, Soifa Shel Davar, the Yisod is a din mitzvah Sipur. When Surfer Rechatzkel Levinstein said that even though, what does it say, V'afal b'shekulum chacham, kulum nevoinim, kulum yoidim es ha-toira, mitzvah alein l'saper. What's the chiddush? That even though the big chacham nevoinim, they can say all shtiklach Torah, the Rambam Shita, this, who knows what, mitzvah alein l'saper. You have to just tell over the story. Afilu shukarim nevoinim v'chachamim. Say over the story. Be marbe in Yonah of what HaKadosh Baruch Hu's nisim with the tachlis of Leil Seder. As I once mevarer, Baruch Hashem, I found Aruch HaShul, the tachlis of Leil Seder is to mevarer, have a clarity, walk out with a muridik clarity in Amunah B'Hashem. And that was the tachlis of all the Makis, and the whole mice of Yetzias Mitzrayim is to walk out with tremendous clarity in the Bnei Shloim, being the Bnei Yumani Gabriel. We're telling over the story and telling over all that HaKadosh Baruch did and his control over every aspect of the Bria that he showed in the Makkos, as the Psukim say, and the Hashem B'Kerev Ha'aretz, the Shamayim Ha'aretz, all the Makkos, different air, the total control of the Bria, the Bnei Yumani. A person's supposed to walk out of Chag HaMatzah is the Leil HaSeder, not with a stomach ache from all he eats in the Suda, not drunk, but he's supposed to walk out with a tremendous intoxication of Emunah. So we walk out of Leil Seder, he should be a different person. He should be a Maimin, to understand the Emunah's HaYisrael, to walk out with a tremendous appreciation of the Bnei Shloim's Toiv. But I think today I was said over a short version, it was this Oyred. I think there's a tremendous yisoid here that we have to also bring out. And we'll see why. If we look into the Makis, we find a very interesting thing. The Makis, we know, as we said before, there were Mida Keneged Midas, Dam Keneged, that they didn't let the be roichates, and they didn't let the women go to the mikvahs. Different, the Svarim all bring down the Midrashim. Each one was connected, different things that the Egyptians did. However, in the Tzura of the Makis, there were many things that were very interesting. And especially if you the Midrashim, the Chazal tell us, when HaKadosh Baruch brought the blood, he didn't just bring it in the rivers, in the He'll be in the rivers, in the oceans, in the bathhouses. A guy turned on the water in the morning, wants to wash his face. Puts it on, he looks in the mirror. Ah! Mamish, you look like an Indian. The faucet, okay, it comes from there. Okay, I want some good orange juice. Can you squeeze me some orange juice? Sure, Rufus. She takes out an honest, juicy orange. I didn't know they had bloody oranges, they have it also. Let's go. Maybe today we'll try something else. White grapefruit. Bloody grapefruit. Unbelievable. Anything that they squeezed, okay. Why do you have a bloody nose running all the time? What do you say? What is that blood? Everything turned to blood, Rabbi said. The saliva. What was the tachlis of that, Rabbi said? Pellet. Weiter, Tzvardeim. Pellet is out. We bring frogs. Okay, tremendous frogs. He went into the stomachs. Into the stomachs. They couldn't talk. Into the cakes. How's the apple pie? Takes Froggy today. What are those two eyeballs doing the apple pie? Peeking out. Jumped into the ovens. What's going on here? Pellet Gazach. We go through the Makis. We see that there was tremendous things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did, where he did l'choyer things that weren't necessary to bring about the inconvenience. Avada was the highest level. But it seemed that there was another tafkid in the Makis. We say the story with the Chafetz Chaim. The Chafetz Chaim was once in his room, and there was somebody walking by the room, and he heard tremendous laughter coming from the room of the Chafetz Chaim. They thought, Chas v'sholom, who's in the room? Somebody, the Chafetz Chaim, stepped out. The butler's in there, somebody else is in there. The Schwartz is in there. Who's laughing so much? So he peeked, did he see the Chafetz Chaim cracking up? Mamish cracking up. No one was around. He thought, Chas v'sholom, maybe he's lost it. Shem Yerachem, Chafetz Chaim maybe a little senile. What's going on? He's cracking up. He came over, he saw the Chafetz Chaim was learning Parashat Shmois, Sefer Shmois, and he asked the Chafetz Chaim, my hi, Rabbeinu. I don't get that one. About the rabbi and the priest. What's going on? So the Chafetz Chaim says, I was just thinking into the parasha of the Makis, and I was thinking about Makis Shchin, and I was picturing the scene, these guys standing, and they have boils all over their body, backs and that. And the guy says, can you scratch my back? He says, yeah, Rufus, I'll scratch. Oh, Katonimus, scratch my back. But this guy needs his back. They see a whole lot of hundreds in between. Everybody's scratching, everybody's, how about down below? Oh, no problem. Everybody's scratching each other's backs. They're sitting there, they couldn't stand for a power. In front of Moshe, scratching. Because I was thinking into it, I was cracking up. So it sounds like a very funny story. Very interesting. Chafetz Chaim, who Shiv used to say, the Chafetz Chaim was once in his room. The Chafetz Chaim said the biggest tool to be able to be mitzliach in Chaim is called cheshbon hanefesh. The Chafetz Chaim used to make a tremendous cheshbon hanefesh. That means he went over his day, how much time was wasted. I think we have to make a different cheshbon hanefesh, how much time we used in the day. But anyway, he used the cheshbon hanefesh, how much time was wasted. And he came over one time, over a period of time going over, there was 5 minutes of the day that he didn't know what he did with those times. He didn't remember exactly those 4 or 5 minutes of the day. Shiva Shama used to always say over this Maimon, this Maisa. And he was sitting there saying, Yisrael Meir, Voss is Giton. What did you do those 5 minutes? Why don't you remember those 5 minutes? Was it Batala was one, and he gave a whole cheshbon, he was like crying. And he said to Naftali Trop, and Rabbi Rucham was, so the Shiva said, was standing outside, and one of them fainted. See, the diktuk of the cheshbon HaNefesh of the Chofetz Chaim. Chofetz Chaim time was precious. He didn't need to start joking or making cracking jokes and thinking about what's the tachlis to elders of us. So I wanted to tie up this chash this morning gewaltige Wort. So you say that the Maisa, the Ian of the laughter and the joking and the was a toitzah. But I want to look and this will back up the Maisa. If it was a true Maisa or not, but back up the Maisa. The pasuk says in Parashas Boy, says the pasuk. There's a very big nafkamina l'Maisa Boy side. I was mach with the leather man shisi in order to put these tremendous signs in Bekirbo the man to saper the ozne vincho ven bincho is asher hisalalti b'mitzvah. That you should say over the techeg of Sipor is asher hisalalti b'mitzvah zot Rashi sichakti zot Rashi and the pshat and the psukim is that there's a tachlas in the Sipor and not a toitzah of the Sipor that we make fun of the what happened in the Mitzrayim, the Makis. El asher hisalalti, that the Beresham b'davka, there was a kavona in these Makis of dams for there, the saliva. How come everybody's moving around with nosebleeds? The frogs are going to the stomachs, cracking in the stomachs. Everywhere they went, they frogs. It wasn't just stam to oitzim amake. There was a tafkin and tachlis in the makis of hisalalti to make fun and to make a joke and a laughing stock out of the mitzvah. And the ma'aseh lefi zeh, what should be on Pesach night, a place that we should be sitting there cracking up. Leman desabesh asher hisalalti b'mitzvayim. There's the tachlis and the sipur. Take it easy. Don't get so serious over there. Let's hear. We want to make some jokes. So picture the scratching Rufus. What about over here? And blood coming out of everywhere. The ears. Picks his ear. Oh, some blood. The person's supposed to be in the markers and see the schoik. And see that there was a tafkis in itself. And this is the pshat of Chofetz Chaim's Maisa. The Chofetz Chaim wasn't wasting his time. The Chofetz Chaim was Mekayim. As Hashem Salat in the time. The Sichakti. And there's a tachlis in the markers of Sichakti. We have to understand what's pshat. So I thought that the pshat is a very gewaldig. Be'etzem, there's a midah of Litzonis that we know how terrible the midah of Litzonis is. The Mesilas Yesharim Perek Hey in the Biur Mafsidi has the Mizahirus. The Mesilas Yesharim speaks about the Mafsidi has the heroes that are tachlis of the start of the Mesilah for the Yesharim. The way to start the path of getting on the righteous path is the heroes. The heroes is to be careful. The world is a serious world. The world, we're here for a mission. We're here for a tachlis and a tafkid, each one of us. And we have to be respoining what we're here for, what we're doing here, and what are we doing with our time, cheshbon hanefesh. Zok the Mesilas Yesharim. Biur Masiv, zok the Mesilas Yesharim, that one of the biggest mafsidim in Zehiris is haschoik v'alotzen. Achashenu kosher miyoid to haschoik v'alotzen. A person who's violates sonis, he's joking around. What joke does, what making fun of things does, it's terrible. It destroys his toveya. His toveya who can be toveya b'yam hagodo. Ki haschoik hu ma'avedes leiv ha'odom. Shekvar in the time v'adem ha'sheles boy. He has no shlita. He has no in his no dea. Vayikashika oishe shoiter. Asher Yishalem Lormo Ilhanigo. They're not going to makabel anything. The guy was making fun of Yiddishkeit. He's making fun of things in Yiddishkeit. He's making fun of the Syria of what this world's about, the tachs of the world. But he said, you can't do nothing with him. Send him away. There's nothing to do with him. He brings later is ma'abed harbim and that a person, he says, even a person that Berachas V'Sholom Atvar Erva, Schoik, the Gemara says in Ova, Schoik V'Kal Shlosh Magilas Olam Erva Kiafu Pisha Chamuri Yo Erva. So Kol Ben Daz, a person thinks about Erva, the Metzias of Erva. It's Mamish Hashem Yirachem. V'Liba Yom Mikroy V'Lei B'Korach Hatziyah Shekvan Etzkar V'Sichma Mebitas Golu Pisha. Hine HaSchoik V'Aklos Mamshichin Oisei Ma'ad Ma'ad U'Makrivin Oisei. You start making jokes about this and that, all joking around about Erevas and things like that, of Erevavis, it becomes lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. The Rambam starts off Tilim, Ashrei Ish, Sheshaloach B'atzu Shem, Moshev Leitzim Lo Yoshav. To sit with Leitzim is the worst. Because the person sits with Leitzim is Mashpia. He takes everything non-serious. They once said, later on I found it in Sforim, Leitz is, if you turn around the word, it's Sel. It takes away the amitas. It's a shadow of the emes. It takes away the amitas adover and makes that worm mishukar and sheker, and it makes the person not treat the thing with the right attitude, the right aspect. He makes fun of it. He makes fun of this. He makes fun of that. He makes fun of that, what they wear, what they do. He makes that type of do. That look the way he davens. He makes fun of it. The whole in of davening becomes less. He makes fun of this guy learns. This becomes less. You machshil and machlish the whole area of person. Says the Mesilas Yesharim is the worst out of the two Indians. The hears is a terrible thing. It destroys Leitzonis. Leitzonis is what destroys a person's avodah, because he becomes like a shikr. He has no das. You can't talk to him. He's already put up a front that this thing has no meaning, has no eirich. What is the yisod of Leitzonis? Taking the eirich, the value, devaluing something, taking the value out of it and make it not worth anything. When you devalue Yiddishkeit, the most tachs of the world, you're destroying yourself and people other around who take it in. Stay away from the Moshe of Leitzim. People sit around making fun of other guys who are serious, and a lot of time it comes because they have their own guilt, so they have to get it off of them. That guy, he's Meshugana. He's the best guy in Yeshiva. He's a Meshugana. This is the way he acts. This is the way he does. That crazy guy. And that guy, you see the way he davens, funny. Why is that? This way, he murdered the Merech of davening. He davens funny. He shuckles this way, that way. Okay, whatever. What are you making fun of it? You're making fun of it because you want to murder the Erech. So now, okay, now I have a terrorist. Why don't daven? Or whatever it is. But Leitzonis is a killer, is a murderer. Leitzonis destroys the whole Metzias, and that's why Amalek we have to destroy. It was the Leitzonis, the Korach of Leitzonis, to make fun, to be murdered the Erech. That's the Yisod of Leitzonis. That's the Yisod of Leitzonis. However, the Gemara zogt that we had the Bernish who made a midah of Leitzonis. So the Gemara in Megillah 25b called Leitzonusa Asura Chutz mi Leitzonusa Avodah Zarah. And if the husband's beautiful, every Leitzonis is also a person, but Leitzonis has a tafka in this world. You know what we're supposed to make fun of? The priest, the Elchanam. Just take the rabbi out of it. We're supposed to make fun of the priest. We're supposed to make fun of all the other religions which are not, M is not true. We're supposed to take care of anything that's an avodah zarah in this world. What the Mefarshim of Chanan speaks about, what's avodah zarah? Anything that we believe has power in this world, chutz from Hashem. Whether it's money, whether it's this influence, that influence, anything in this world that we think has any power, or can give us any power, is a shayach to avodah zarah. The only power is the Rebbeinu Shalom. Not that we don't respect people who have money and have money. Rebbe's mechabit. But we respect the money, but we don't make it to avodah zarah. We make it to avodah zarah, we have to be moired it. Or people who make this world into the ikka world, making things of this world as this is what we're here for. The tachlis that we're here for, we have to be moired it like Leitzonis. It's avodah zarah. It's a false avodah. The tachlis is a prize door. And we get into this world and we're trying to make this world into something, we got to make fun of it. There's a male of fee zero by sides, moiridik. Well, the chutz from the etzem fact that Paro had to be punished with the makis, but the tachlis of Paro made himself into a deity. There was the Makora with the Zara. Klal Yisrael lived in the world. The tachlis of the Quran Pes that we say was connected to Avodah Zara. The Metzias of Mitzrayim was a mokum of Avodah Zara in the highest level. Paro Liya Oiri. He made himself into a deity. He made himself into a god. The Mela, the tachlis in the markets was chutz from the etzem zach, the punishment. But it was a separate din, Asher Salalti. There was a separate thing of sichakti to be moirid avodah zara, the leitzanusa, the avodah zara. Moirid, if he said. And that's the tachlis. The person looks into the way Beresham destroyed the Mitzrayim, the whole Mitzvah of Mitzrayim, which was stood for avodah zara, the tachlis of avodah zara. There was a tachlis in the markets of avodah zara to destroy that place. And what's the tachlis of all that a person should come to the abitis hadover of maimin to zayin and Kodesh Baruch Hu. The Meilah is a Salalti Mitzrayim is not an end product. It's a tachlis in itself. It's a tachlis in the Sipur Mitzias Mitzrayim. That should be busy on the night of Pesach, not just saying over Medrashim. Forget about the Vertloch. That's not the tachlis. But we say tonight is a tachlis on the Sapir, as they bin Choven bin Cholemor. It's a Salat the tafkin on the night, because if we say the tachlis on the night is the Bir Hamuna, we have to immerse all the Avodah Zara. All the Avodah Zaras in this world we have to make fun of and put it down and murder the Eirech and have become to the true Eirech. That's what the tachlis of Leil Sipi Yisrael is. To come to Amunah Shleima, we got to be murdered all the Avodah Zaras, all the things that we believe in, all the things that we put our trust in, all the things that we think that can help us and are not really true can help us, but the Bari Oilam. To be maimin and to understand that the Bari is the Bari Umanik and he's running the world. And nothing else, and everything else has to be made fun of if we believe it as Avodah Zara. We can respect it, show a korah to anything that gives us, but to believe that it's the thing that has power, shout Avodah Zara. Shout Avodah Zara. So the tachlis of Boisai, the tachlis of the ganze, one of the tachlis of the ganze Sibah. Now I understand the Ma'aseh of the Chofetz Chaim. If he wasn't stam, he was a tach, he was mamish being oimik in the etzem tachlis and tafkid of the makas of Mitzrayim Rabbi Yisrael. It's a Shabbos allowed to be spoiled to the makas and find the funny part, find the hysterical part of the makas. Asher Sichakti, the Bereshit said there's a tachlis in the makas. That's the tachlis, was to find the funny parts. I don't have to look for everything, but to find the funny parts and make a joke and start cracking up. You should walk by people's houses and they'll say, ha 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 ha. Not like you walk by a room at night and they're sitting there making fun, watching some stupid thing or whatever that makes fun of religious yidden, how they do their mitzvahs, how they're looking by the look at that guy, he's looking at the nose and ass. What's he looking for? What do you think he's going to find there? A coin? He's looking like 20 minutes. What's he doing there? With the magnified. Look at that guy. What does he think? Is a diamond there? See, I'm making fun of Eirech HaEmes. Leil Pesach, that's what we should get together and make a big bash, cracking up, laughing for hours. And what they did to Mitzrayim was, because when we do that, we murder the error of the Koyach of Mitzrayim, the Koyach of Avodah Zara, and we come to the true Hakor of the Kodesh Baruch Hu. This is the tachlis of the tachlis of the whole sequence is fine. To come to a true Amunah B'Hashem, to work on our Amunah, to realize that Baruch is the Baruch Mani, and he's running the world, and he's in charge of us. There's nothing else that has a Koyach in this B'Hirah, but nothing else. Not to believe in any other Koyach. To be murdered every other Koyach to what it is, Be'emes, and to be Mamlech HaKadosh Baruch Hu as the Baruch Mani Ha'olam. That's the tachlis that we see as this Fire. That this is something that we have to work not just on Pesach, but all year round, because we're dealing with a world that we see all around. All it is, it's like Tzonis. It's a big Moshe Leitzim. A big Moshe Leitzim. Everything that has true Eirech, they're making fun of it. And there's a tachlis, like we said. They want to get people to do things they wouldn't have done. Margin la aveira. How do you do it? You murdered that. No one would think of doing terrible aveiras. But you murdered it with making fun, like sonus about this thing, ha 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 ha. And next thing you know, Hashem Yirachem, where's the guy doing terrible aveiras? Because he was murdered the whole Eirich. And instead of using that topic for the right thing, Rabbi said, to make fun of it, to make it into a laughing stock, to take things that in this world, that people get into in this world, what we do in the shmuzim be'etzem. Because the Chazon Ish said that's the talent there. We have to make fun of everything, all these things that people spend time on. Where people are spending days and nights and hours trying to see what type of tile they should get for the bathroom. Hashem Yirachem, you have to make fun of that. You have to make fun of that. How people are spending hundreds of hours on the most stupid things. What color wallpaper you think matches the toilet seat? Oh, purple would go nice with that one. Purple and orange. Beautiful. How about the toilet seat cover? I don't know. Maybe we should spend another few days on it. Let's call up and ask people around what they do for the toilet seat cover. How much time they spend on it. Or how much time people spend on food, Rabbi, discussing food. What they're going to eat, Rabbi Say. 20 minutes, half hour, hours, planning out their food schedule. I don't know what I should have for supper. Should I eat here? Should I eat there? A burger? How much should I put on it? Like you said, perfect. I want everything perfect. Hours and hours and hours of time, Rabbi Say. And the Tachas Amiti. The Tachas Amiti, steiging and growing in Torah Yerushalayim, how much time we give for that, Rabbi Say. You have to make fun of all those things. You have to make fun of the things that are taka stupid. You have to make fun of the things that are taka waste of times. Of the stupid phones that make a person hours and hours, a person on a phone and hours looking at zero. Has no tachas whatsoever. Who cares what happens in Zimbabwe? There's an ape that was picking his nose in Zimbabwe. Oh, wow, exciting news. I never saw that before. Some guy climbed some building, he fell off the building, he splattered on the ground. And who knows where he's from and who cares? What does it have to spend hours of your time? Send it to your friend. But today, hours and hours taking pictures of what you ate. Strawberry cake. Breaded chicken. Oh, you have an hour there. I'm worried what's going to come out next in the bathroom. What came out? Shem Yirachem. Hours and hours, pictures, selfies and melfies and wolfies. Here, look at me. See the cat? What's together with the cat? Nice cat. Take a picture with a cat, I don't know what you're getting at. I don't know what the point is. I don't care. Everybody's talking about in the mirror now how the guys had a picture with a cat. I think the cat looked better. But anyway, what's going on? What's it? Hours and hours and hours of nothingness, wasting of time. Baruch Hashem, there are guys in the yeshiva. I forgot to mention two shmuz I want to mention, but Rabbi Yosef, who took his phone, he smashed it. You know why? Because he realized it's one big leitzonis. One big leitzonis. Hundreds of hours on what? You think about the year, but say, Cheshbon HaNefesh of the Chavetz Chaim to be on Cheshbon HaNefesh. Few minutes, I think in the year it came out, 6 minutes in the year he didn't know. But whatever it is, you go think about it for a second, how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours I'm on that machine, and how much of the hundreds of hours I'm on that machine, how much is there really some worthwhile thing that has real value? Real value. Make a cheshbon. I'm not with everybody for themselves. Hundreds and hundreds of hours. Maybe we could make a cheshbon thousands of hours. How much time is real something worthwhile? Not stupidity, not somebody sent you this thing, the crazy film about this craziness, it had no meaning and nothing, just stupidity. How much time, Rabbi said? It's mamish late son is the biggest Moshe late, and that's the problem. Besides that, it has everything in it. It's Moshe late, it's Margala Aveira. It has it all in it. You don't have to go to a different area for the Margala Aveira. You got it all in one piece, Rabbi said. But the mice, besides that, is how much hours, thousands of hours. If a person was real logical, you take it and not just smash it, You take it and disintegrate it into nothing, the powder. It's so distracted, it has nothing value. There's a few things that have, okay, whatever you need to do, you can do on other phones. But if you have to take off all the stuff, that's stupidity. Stupidity. Think about in your day how much time you get messages and things from people. WhatsApp, what's he doing now? I'm eating, I'm in the bathroom, out of the bathroom, I'm sleeping, I'm dissing, I'm there, blah, blah, and he sends me this and that. What do you need to know what he's doing right now for? What do you have to know right now he's sleeping for? What do you have from that your friend's sleeping right now? I'm going to sleep. He's in America now. He's not even here. Maybe he's here. Oh, here you have to wake him up. He's in America. Okay, I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to sleep for 12 hours. See you later. What do you have from that statement, Buster? You're reading it. What do you mean by sleep? Did you mean sleep? Did you mean sleep? I don't know what he meant. I have to clear. Did you mean you're really going to sleep? Or you just, be with your iPhone. I'm going to sleep. It's 25 minutes. Whether he's going to sleep or not. And it's crazy. Time of your life is going by. For what? Okay, I'm learning the sciences. I'm learning about something. What are you learning about? The guy's eating naked schnitzel for supper tonight with potatoes. What are you learning about it? What are you learning about that he has string beans on his plate? Tell me what you learned from the picture of what he ate tonight. I want to hear a discourse on this. What you learned from what he picked a picture that he ate in his dira tonight. Late sonness, waste of life. That's what it is. It's stealing and just taking away from your life. You need a break, okay. You want to take a little break, but not take away thousands of hours. You need a break to take okay. But thousands and millions of hours on it, with zero times. It's totally tzarus. We have to make fun of it as much as possible until it gets into a person who knows that it has no erech. Chuck, do what Yosef did, throw it in the garbage. This is the tachas of Yetzias Mitzrayim. Salalti. The Hashem wants us to be moirid every avodah zarah until we realize Hashem echad, Shmo echad.